Hello guys, Caitlin here, and today I am going to be filming my July TBR. Okay, yeah, my July TBR, I'm literally filming this on like July 11th, so this is really late, but I still wanted you guys to have an idea of what I'm going to be reading this month, just so you kind of know where I'm at. So even though it's late, you're still getting it. And yes, you may or may not notice I am sitting in a new location, and that's because the lighting in the room at which I was filming was terrible. So I might start filming more videos here. I might start filming some videos there. So just kind of expect either way is gonna happen. Okay, so this month, the month of July, is a little crazy for me. I have a lot going on between work, between going to test masters, study for the SAT, between camps I'm going to. I just have a lot going on this month, so I may not read as much as I read last month, so my TBR is going to be a little smaller, but that doesn't mean I'm limited to what I pick. So I never actually do set TBRs because I normally just kind of pick whatever I'm in the mood for. So I'm going to say it now. The books that you see may not be all the ones I actually end up reading. So I'm going to try and stick to this like little guideline that I'm setting for myself, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be reading all of these books in any specific order. I, in fact, may not read one and may switch it out. So this is just kind of like what I'm in the mood for now and what I'm thinking I may end up reading this month. So I have a total of 5 books here. And like I said, I'm trying to do less this month just because I'm so busy and there's like no time for me to sit down and read. So the first book that I have picked is Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. And you've heard me talk about this before, so I don't really need to go into a lot of depth about this book. But if you haven't seen my other videos, it's centered around this girl named Juliet, and she has this lethal touch where basically if she touches you, you die. And is her trying to figure out, like, is she a monster or could she be used for something greater? And she has that struggle. She meets these guys that are, like, really hot and kind of, like, help her work through all this stuff. And, like I said, you can go watch my book haul #1 video if you want to hear a little bit more about it. But that is the first book that I plan on reading this month. And actually, I have already read it because, like I said, this is a really late video I'm filming. The second book that I plan on reading this month is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. So I am almost done with this book, actually. As I said, I'm filming this really late. But Since You've Been Gone is basically about these 2 best friends. One's named Emily, the other's name is Sloane. And Sloane one day just leaves right before the summer that's supposed to be really anticipated and really fun, but she leaves behind this bucket list that Emily is supposed to perform in order to get her out of a shell, and has really fun stuff that goes all the way from mysterious things such as Penelope, all the way to skinny dipping and kissing a stranger, so there's some really fun challenges. And I'm almost done with this book, and so far it's been exactly what I've needed in a contemporary. It's been really adventurous and fun, cutesy, summer read. I really was not let down by this. In fact, I think it exceeded my expectations. So, almost done. I am probably going to go finish this as soon as I'm done filming this, so yeah. So the next book that I plan on reading is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. No, I'm not trying to incorporate classics into my TBRs, but I may end up doing that, but for now, no, that's not what I'm doing. This is, in fact, something I have to read for school, and so I really just would rather get it out of the way sooner rather than later. I have to write an essay and do a bunch of discussion questions, and I have to do a whole bunch of stuff in this book, and I don't like being forced to do things when I read books because it makes it a lot less enjoyable, makes it much more work than it should be, but I mean, it's what I gotta do, so I can't help it. So I do plan on reading this. If you want to know more about the book, I'm sorry, I can't really tell you because I don't really know myself. Apparently Huckleberry Finn's some rebellious little boy, and he meets a little black boy, and they become friends, and apparently there's like a struggle between dividing over the lines of, social acceptance. I don't know. Mark Twain, don't let me down. Don't make your book hard to read with your English. Just make sense. I'm probably going to have to do chapter summaries after each of these because I probably won't really know what it's talking about. So I'm expecting that. Alright, so the next book that I may or may not be reading probably will, but we'll see, is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. And I'm so excited to get this. I was actually in Barnes & Noble, and I didn't really know what book I wanted to get, but I instantly remembered, oh, hey, what about Attachments? Like, I could get that book. And this was their last one! And it was all the way, like, at the bottom of the shelves in the adult books, and, I almost couldn't get it, but I got it. I am so excited to read this. This is one of Rainbow Rowell's adult novels, but it's about this guy named Lincoln, and Lincoln is a internet security officer, and he's in charge of, checking the emails of all the people working at his company, basically making sure that everyone stays on topic and focuses on work and nothing else, when in fact he stumbles across these two women by the names of Beth and Jennifer. And Beth and Jennifer are really not focusing on their work. They are talking about everything but work. But Lincoln does not turn them in. Instead of turning them in, he actually reads their messages and kind of goes along in their personal life until he starts to realize that he's actually falling for one of the girls who is sending messages. And then he's kind of gets in this big predicament, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm attracted to this girl. Oh, awkward. So I think it's going to be really cute and quirky, like a lot of Rainbow Rowell's books are. And so I'm really excited to check this out. Hopefully in between the school books I gotta read, so I can just like breathe and say, okay, taking a break. So the next book that I plan on reading for the month of July is The Damn Human Race by Mark Twain. I know it does not say that, but in fact this was apparently a really new cover change, which I don't know. Yeah, you can see it down there. This is another book that I do have to read for school. Apparently my English teacher loves Mark Twain because we got a lot of Mark Twain books on here. But this is not a book. Apparently it's just a giant book like full of advice for the human race that apparently he thinks is damned. So we'll see. I'm not completely sure what's going to happen. It's pretty tiny. Yay. But I don't know how I'm supposed to even do any schoolwork on a book that's just tips. But whatever. I don't know. Like, we'll see. I'm just not excited for these books. But, I mean, whether for university, college, or school, you can't help it. You gotta read these books, so yeah. Okay, so, oh, wait, that is not the end of my TBR. I actually have a TBR jar. Isn't it a beautiful TBR jar? Look! That's just, this is just an old container I found chilling out. And I just, like, drew on it. See, look. The TBR jar. So, this is my, to-be-read books. They're just, like, sitting in that bookshelf that you always see. That's them. And this is actually my first time drawing on the TBR jar, so I'm a little nervous. I have been anticipating this for a while. Like, for fun, playing and, like, putting my hand in just to see what books I get. But now I'm actually doing it in front of the camera. Oh man, I hope, guys, there are some books in there that if I get, I'm sorry, I'm redrawing. I just don't want to read them. In fact, I'm probably going to get rid of them pretty soon. So, fingers crossed I get a good book. Otherwise, I might rage quit. I really might, okay? Oh man, this is for real. This is for real. Look at my hand in there. Hey, y'all see it? Yeah. I got a piece of paper. Oh my gosh. What am I reading this month? Oh no. I am reading Kingdom Keepers. Okay, no, actually I think I might change that because I want to read that during December whenever I go to Disney World. Okay, I'm redoing this. Oh no, get back in there. I talked myself out of a book. Shame on me. Here we go. For real this time. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Here we go. New one. Oh snap. What does it say? What does it say? Okay, fine. Alright, 1 second. Let me go get this. Okay, so apparently the, projected final book that I will be reading this month is True Stories of Heroes by Paul Dowswell. This is a book that I actually got for my Mimi over Christmas. And this came in like a box set. it's really tiny, and I really think it's targeted at kids. However, you know, if it's inspiring, if it's interesting, true stories, right? So, I mean, you know, maybe this will be fun. It'll be a quick read. It'll be about 140 something pages of a quick read. So, you know, why not? Like, I can't keep weaning out my TBRs. Jar. Alright, so, these are the books that I do plan on reading in the month of June. Like I said, so as I said before, this can change. I'm allowing myself movement because I'm not going to be forcing myself to strictly stay within the lines of books I choose. So, I may or may not read some of these books. I might save some of them for August or beyond. Hopefully not beyond, but I might save them. They're interchangeable, is what I'm saying. So, whenever I do my wrap-up video, you may see the same books, you may see different ones. We'll see. We never know. It all depends on what we're in the mood for. Come on, let's be honest. It's what we're in the mood for. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you've read any of these books, especially this like true stories book, why don't you just tell me like in the comment section what you thought of them, especially like, and also the Mark Twain books. Did you read them for school? What'd you think of them? And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm excited to get on some of these books and tell you more about them in my wrap-up. So thank you for watching, guys. Bye!